Blue Fox, it's been real.
Please don't drive.
That's what this place is called, Blue Fox Drive-In, I believe. You probably can't see the screen from here, barely. So over there they have go-karts. Film this. They have go-karts over there. They have obviously the drive-in screens over here. Concession stand there. A big arcade in here. And then a tavern over there. Pretty neat little spot. I don't know what we got going on back here. Tavern, I think, back to tavern. Cool concept for sure. I think they have a pretty good little operation going here with a lot of the locals. I mean, there was a lot of Washington plates, but on weekends and stuff for travelers, like, what a cool concept. Go watch a movie and then have a free place or a cheap place to stay. It's pretty legit. But yeah, we definitely enjoyed ourselves, and
we could stay until 11.
Yeah, until 11 o'clock. That's a very hold up, generous offer, you know. But I think I would assume they're doing pretty good. But yeah,
9:48.
getting out of here, gonna head over to Planet Fitness to get ourselves a nice long shower. It's called Deception Pass State Park.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Our first Washington State Park.
Is it really?
I believe.
I suppose. We've done National Forest, National Park, no State Park. Maybe we should have just bought the year thing.
Oh, it was a year? I thought it was like
For 30 days, or $30 for a year.
But is it
So I should have just did that, you think?
365 days or?
That I didn't know. Wow, that is a cool bridge.
Yeah. It's just supposed to be very scenic.
Yeah, it is pretty. The temperature is nice too.
And puppies on them.
Yeah. Did you first, huh?
Hi.
Perfect. Hold on. Climbing, huh?
I guess.
Now, just like that, we're back in Oregon.
You say that?
But it's just what it feels like, those hikes we did.
Oh, sure.
Kind of just seems.
Beautiful. I didn't know what
It is beautiful, I agree. Just like you.
Aw, thank you.
Very pretty. Reminds me of that hike in San Juan where it went to the tower.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Tower.
There was a tower on Orcas Island.
Yes.
It's just crazy how there's snow-capped mountain, snow-capped mountain, snow-capped mountain, snow-capped mountain.
So that's Olympic.
Is it?
Farther, but yes.
Sure.
Like the very
This is
tail
probably
end.
pretty windy.
That one, that could be Rainier.
Sure. That's where that couple said they're going to, right? Oh, you were still in the car.
That's where they're headed.
Yeah. They're trying to, or they're going to hit all national parks, is what they said.
Really? How many do they have?
I didn't ask. They've only had 8 states in their rig.
Really?
All out west.
this place and bike somewhere.
We
Whatever. If
usually
I rent
had
an e-bike,
yeah,
it's
right.
not the end of the world.
We usually have
and
2
then
bikes on us, and this time we leave hers back, and there's been like countless times,
million
which it's not like she
options.
could have rode 10-15 miles like I do, in the sense of just her legs aren't built up. But we're going to Vancouver, and she was talking about Too Good To Go. We haven't really messed around with Too Good To Go a ton because it's just not as popular here in the States, I don't feel like.
In Vancouver, there's a million.
Yeah, so we're excited to kind of dabble into some of that and cross back over into Canada. New province checked off in Canada for us if we make it there and go there. And
Alberta, I think, is the same one as Banff, though. It's just really wide, so I don't think Banff and Vancouver would be 2 different ones. I'd have to look.
sure.
I don't remember. Maybe Banff's in Ontario.
I can't remember. I haven't looked into Banff a ton. I know it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. We've wanted to do it for a while, but it's just never really worked out for timing of it. Last year there was bad wildfires, so where visibility was a concern when we had a window of time to go there.
We haven't even looked in to see if there's wildfires. It's time to do
We
some
haven't, and that is true. So you want to go the same way, right?
I think.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get into. Like Rachel said, you know, I want to get up. She wants to get up one morning and get like a nice cup of coffee. We don't ever do that, so when we're in like big metro areas, that would be fun. Our second state park of the day in Washington. I'm exhausted. I'm really tired. I'd love to do some hiking and exploring around here, and then maybe just find like a wayside or somewhere to pull over, and if it looks legit, call it a night, sleep, read 15 pages of my book. And I slept deep, but I think since I drank, I didn't actually hit like REM.
You drank last night?
I had a couple of drinks. A beer and 3 or 4 mixed drinks, 3 maybe. Try and get a picture with you guys walking through with the art. Yeah. Painted it all myself last night. Finally, he sits down. It's a beautiful spot.
For sure. Do you see that big barge out there?
That like orange and pink glow over there.
Because they're drinks. This is peaceful.
I love the orange hitting off the waves. Like, it's just kind of like, it almost looks like, I don't even know how to explain it, like some
Fire in the water.
psychedelic, like, remember the Windows media player stuff where the graphics would kind of like bubble and ripple?
Kaleidoscope.
Crazy. I just woke up like 40 minutes ago. I've still been recovering from those hikes, but this is where we stayed last night.
Decent.
Yeah,
decent
view. Along with, I was gonna go out and get a picture later, but I didn't. It's less hazy today too.
Yeah.
In the distance, I guess there's still some. There must have been, we thought when we were coming in at what time?
So before the sunset, it was probably, we had not ate dinner yet. That was probably 6:30. There was one van here.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, that's the spot we would stay. We're going 3 miles down the road. We can just come back easy. And we got here after sunset, so probably 9:30. Every single spot was filled. There had to have been 15 rigs.
13
and
vans
some of them parked where they shouldn't have been parked.
Yeah.
And like, so we just sat on the side. We were like, well, hopefully someone will still leave because it's like sunset time. And somebody did, and we pulled in here. But then we couldn't, everybody else was backed in so their doors could open to that. But then our heads would have slept, we would have had to sleep backward.
And it was so tight, like the space where this guy was parked behind us in between the trees, that like to try, and there was another car that had just came in, a van, and was parked off to the side like we were. They could have been in the back taking a piss or something, because I don't know why they went to took this spot.
We had to kind of
so we just had to basically just take the spot and pull in, and I'm glad we did it this way because it was later. Most everyone else had their van doors open and we're like sitting, I mean, how could you not listen to the waves? And but yeah, great night's sleep. It was fine, but I could not believe how packed this was.
So we are like, I don't know what, 10 miles from Bellingham? I can look. A 22-minute, 11-mile drive from the farmer's market.
Just left the spot. Great night's sleep. There was a ton of vans there, as I said. We only got a day pass for the Washington recreational pass. Could have paid $30 and got the annual pass, and then we could have came back down to the state park that we went to last night for the sunset, which was beautiful. We also went up to this like overlook peak. It was pretty hazy though in the distance. It was still a great view for sure, but once we got up there we didn't have enough time to do like a 4-mile hike or anything if we were going to catch sunset down by the beach. Now we're making our way into town. We're going to go to, I believe, a farmer's market, maybe walk through there. Rachel has some stuff picked out that she had referenced down that we could do.
Lots of activities.
Yeah, lots of activities, because we're usually out in the middle of nowhere, so it's not something we usually do.
Whoa.
But yeah, good night's sleep last night. Popular spot for sure. Quiet. Would have been cool to kind of get out and mingle with some of the people.
I told you to.
I know she did. Rachel said I could, but I just
had to go to bed. I was exhausted.
Yeah, I was exhausted too, so that wasn't happening. There was a couple, 2 spots down from us in, I think it was a Pro Master, probably our age, boy and a girl. I didn't see who was in the sprinter next to us, and then there was probably 3 other sprinters, a bus.
There was an older couple next to us in the back of us.
See, I didn't know there was 2 people in that. The pickup, the Colorado pickup. Sure. Yeah, so sometimes that's kind of cool. It was kind of late when we were getting in there. There were still people in packed chairs, like hanging out, just listening to the waves crash in. But if it was earlier in the day, I probably would have maybe walked around with Zeke and saw what I got into. But so who or what we made as friends, and I mean, think about how many friendships we have off just places that we've camped or stayed in, like, or parks that we visited. Now we stay in touch with these people, and you know, we're lifelong friends, all just by starting a conversation. So that's kind of cool. Berries in Spokane. Huh? We made it to Bellingham, Washington.
What a nice lunch break.
Yeah, walked through the farmer's market, bought some honey, sampled some stuff. Didn't see anything we needed.
There really wasn't much vegetables.
No. The one in Bend had way more produce.
Yeah.
Now we're just walking Zeke for a bit, and then we're gonna go cook breakfast.
Brunch
At this point, and then see what we get into. What'd you say, 40 minutes, 20, 30 minutes from the border?
5 miles, I think.
From the border of Canada, which we should be, today's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow.
After I clock out.
The plan is to venture on into more than likely Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
Is the plan. Spend the weekend there, maybe do some too good to goes, coffee shop, get a drink somewhere. Some real people stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we're peopling this weekend in the sense of being amongst.
We added up our
This is good.
And we went out to eat for lunch and dinner for Nate's birthday, but we also got like free drinks and a free meal with it.
I got one free drink and then we got a free $30 pizza, but bought beers.
So like, I'm not really counting that day of eating out because we would have done that regardless of if we were on the road or not.
And even so, just for the sake of numbers, it was 12 bucks for the beer.
Yes.
Right there. $12 for the beer, and then I think when we got
breakfast,
the
I think
breakfast
it was
with the free bloody.
Yeah,
my meal was like 22 bucks.
So
24.
It doesn't really matter.
So still not that much. It's not
No.
like we're like $250 or something.
No,
like that.
what I was just gonna say is, so like the day of Nate's birthday, we probably spent $100 eating out and treating ourselves. But then aside from that, I think we've spent $97 on eating out, including breweries, any fun things like that. Pleasure. And
$97?
$97 in
over the
3
course
weeks.
of just over 3 weeks.
And like,
that's pretty good. That's really good.
Because like, no matter what, whenever you go out to eat, if you get dinner and drinks,
$100.
it's $100.
Yeah.
And that means for 3 different weekends, we haven't done that.
Yeah. And that's, I think, a big misconception, or most people think, oh, you're on the road. Like, who was it that recently just said, oh, I figured you guys went out to eat twice a day? Like, because there's all these, and don't get me wrong, like, it's great to be able to try new food and stuff. We love it. But again, like, financially, like, to do that every single day, it would limit our travel plans and the money we have to spend on, you know, actually driving around and carting around and stuff. So we haven't added up the actual miles, but we've spent $650 in diesel.
I think, yeah, $635.
So we look at that as an equivalent of rent. I mean, that is essentially our rent for the month, and we obviously have to get back home. We'll for sure probably put on another 3,000 miles.
Yeah, probably $400 a diesel.
So, okay, so $1,000. So factor that in. For a month's time, this will be just over a month. That's $1,000 we paid for rent, and our rent is wherever we go, you know, and all these different places that we explore. So that's something we're able to justify to where the people, not the people, but when you're paying rent or a mortgage, it's like, how could you find time and money to go travel and stuff? Well, this is our equivalent, if you will.
We're doing both at one time. It's a combo.
Yeah. So in that regard, it's not, yeah, Rachel went over the numbers and it didn't sound too bad. So yeah, now we're gonna cook, and I'm gonna change into some shorts because I am hot from walking around. Looks very good, babe. Looks like we went to a dine-in place. A fancy place. Thank you so much.
The waterfall that I wanted to go to, Watercombe Falls Park, is a 3-mile drive, 9 minutes. So that's something we could do to tire him out if we wanted.
Sure.
And then we did the farmer's market. So Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. Chris Anger Band is from 5 to 9.
A hotel.
Hotel Bellwether. Oh, the Cat Cafe Yoga is tonight.
Really?
6 to 7:30.
We would have to reserve a mat in advance.
$30 per person.
We could do something like that.
And then there's a park concert series with music from 6 to 8 tonight. Another local band music at another brewery called Boundary Bay from 4 to 7:30. We are just booked, so.
Yeah.
And then a different brewery that's on my passport.
So we're doing a hike that Rachel picked out. It's a waterfall hike. We're on, come on this side of me. We're strapped for time because Rachel found this cat yoga at this cat cafe, I guess.
Yeah.
So we signed up for that. It's non-refundable. And that's at 6. So we got 4.1 miles on this hike that we're gonna try and burn through. This is pretty. And then do some cat yoga. Should be fun. Never done anything like that. I've heard of goat yoga. Oh, is that a trick?
I pointed to the left and I said right.
Quick on my feet. I'm still sore from those 2 hikes I did. Like I got like a Charlie horse in my right leg where my muscle kind of spasms, but this will be good for it for sure. Oh, he's like, please can I go in? Please can I go in? Mom winning?
Am I winning?
Oh.
I almost just
Oh my goodness. That would have been bad.
died.
You would have busted your face all up right before cat yoga.
I would have ate my $29 and
Laid in the
dropped me
van.
off at the emergency room.
Ooh. Could have been bad. See, sometimes you just never know. You never know.
Is Mom winning? Mom winning?
Hey, hey, wait. That like little water slide thing. It's not actually, but
Are you sure?
I'm sure that's why that gate is there, because many have tried.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And then I'll have you guys get some hand sanitizer.
Okay. You can see the van. Just all lounging out in the... So we're just supposed to sit up on That's like ski for sure.
Cutie. Pterodactyl.
He's the string.